Hey guys, how are you? All right. Oh, this is really weird. My production studio here looks extremely different where I can't see a full screen of myself. Okay, so hopefully, if you guys are hopping on live, you are able to go ahead and put things in the comments. So I'm going to just say comment here if you are with me because I am not sure with this new view, the way it looks, if I can actually interact with you. I guess we will see how it goes. Anyway, all right. I see somebody has jumped on. Let me see if I can make myself big here. Oh, I can. Oh, that's much better. Okay, and please go ahead. I see somebody's hopped on. Hey, Amanda. Great. Okay, good. I have this whole new view as to how this live session looks. My computer has made some sort of crazy change, or Facebook has made some sort of crazy change and it looks different. So, okay, good. I can see that I can interact with you and I can see myself speaking to you. That was weird at first. All right, so this week we are focusing on the solution when it comes to the sale, a word that I never want you guys to ever be afraid of, especially when you are talking to prospects interested in being on your team and they may respond to you and say, oh my gosh, I don't want to sell anything. I want you to feel so confident and so comfortable with that word that it doesn't ever become an issue for you, because I want you to remember that we are here to provide a solution that our client desires. Lindsay said it best last week that we are not finished with our customers after we sell a challenge pack. It's when we help them get results. And the same is true for our coaches. We as a team are, and I as a coach and you as a coach are not finished ever mentoring your team until they're getting the results that they want. And so this week we're going to get into the nitty gritty of what it is you would like Beachbody to do for you. We know that we provide solutions for people when it comes to health, wellness, fitness, and finance, but we have to also open up our eyes as to what we want it to do for us as well. So, being I work in this world of corporate America, and despite being an online educator, we have a sales component to our job as well. And we can't sell something. Um, well, I shouldn't say we can't sell something. We have to sell something that isn't tangible, meaning we can't hold it. And when I think about that, we as coaches very much have to help create a vision for people so that they understand the value. That is why we share our journeys on social media. That is why we have the conversations that we do, because it's about creating the vision of our end user, not necessarily the vision that we have for ourselves. So, I want to take you through a thought process that is very solution focused. And so, if any of you have ever done, and all of you should have done, the Coach Basics training in the back office at one time, and I think it's still back in there, but when I first started as a coach, there was something called the 5-step invitational process. And it's very much a solutions focused conversation that you are having with your potential challenger or new coach on your team. So I want you to always think of every single conversation that you have, that person is an individual. So create a little box that says, client or new coach, whatever you want to call it, prospect, okay? And when you're having a conversation with someone, this is where we're getting to not just what's the word, the hey, how are ya, or thanks for following me. This is like past that. Okay, so now this is a true prospect of yours. This is somebody that you want to invite through your conversations. What you're always trying to look for is some struggle or aspiration. It's not always negative. Remember, not every conversation has to be about a pain point or a struggle. It could merely be an aspiration or a desire. Maybe you're having conversations with someone who, is talking about, Christmas that's coming, and they're so excited, and their kids just gave them this list, and then suddenly it turns into, I have no idea how I'm going to cover Christmas this year, but we're going with it, and I just found this product, and I'm going to go get it for my kids, and blah 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 blah. Right away, that's a conversation that should say to you, I have a solution for this person so that they don't feel stress at the end of the holidays. And so that would be like pain point, struggle, or aspiration number one. And so think of yourself in that situation. What question would you ask yourself? Gosh, wouldn't it be so nice to be able to pay cash for Christmas? So nice. But that's not reality. And so if you can help people create a vision that that is a possibility, then awesome. Or how about, here's another example. My daughter loves to bake. And when she comes home for the holidays, I mean, this girl is starting to master baking. Actually, every time she comes home, she bakes something new. And now that Christmas is coming, the cookies are going to be out. We have our same recipes that we make every single year. And they are starting to take our family recipes and make them theirs. So, for example, my oldest daughter loves making our Italian cheesecake. It's hers now. I don't even make it anymore. I've taught her how to make it. It's hers. And my other daughter loves to make loaves, and she loves to bake cookies. And she's always trying to find something new and fun. And she even tries to make it healthy and gluten free. However, remember, there are things that are in abundance. So I love eating these holiday cookies. I don't want to not eat them. But I have to recognize that I'm only going to be eating them for this short period of time. So I need a solution for me that makes me throughout the year feel good so that I can enjoy these moments. Okay, so yes, I want to enjoy that holiday cookie. I want my cupcake and I want to eat it too, right? So there are these things that people say, and they should be triggers in your mind as pain points so that you can come up, or aspirations, so that you can come up with some form of a solution. And that solution is not the, hey, do you want to participate in my challenge group? That's not what the solution is. That's what you would like them to do. That's putting the focus on you in your challenge group. That's putting it on your goal. Let's go ahead and turn that around and make it solution focused for that particular person with a need. Hey, I have been working this online business for a couple of months, and I have been shocked at how much money I have been able to make from this time to this time. I feel pretty confident that Christmas this year, maybe I'm not going to have all my cash to pay for, or all my cash to pay for it. However, I know that I'm going to have some cash to go towards it. Does this sound like something you'd want to do with me? Okay, so that's one solution. Another solution is someone who's definitely saying they want their cookies during Christmas and they're prepared to go ahead and gain that extra 10 pounds. What if you can say to them, what if I can help you have all the meals that you want to have, all those good things, but show you how to meal plan on the opposite days where you can make healthy treats, have skinny drinks, and then on the 1 or 2 days where you are just going all out, it's okay. It shouldn't make a difference because you're doing other things. So, is that something you'd want to learn about? So, does that make sense? Does that make, hey, Lindsay, sorry, I just saw that you hopped on. So hopefully that makes sense to you. So in your conversation, you're listening to what it is the person is struggling with, okay? Or aspires for. I like that better because it sounds more positive. And then you're asking a question that's specific and solution focused for them. Have you ever considered doing something a little bit extra? I know a ton of people who get two jobs at Christmas time. They go work in the stores, or they go, they do something, they take an extra couple of shifts at the restaurant, or even in the hospital, because they're working overtime and they know that that's going to help them. However, those hours in their day takes them away from their families. So do you see that other solution right there? What if I can help you make that extra cash through the holidays, however, not take you away from your family? Okay, so when you're having these conversations, be sure that you are truly listening. Yes, we want people to join our challenge groups. Yes, we have dates for them to join, and we'll get to that in just a second. However, it has to be about them. Okay, so think of all the things that we have to share. Now, not always are you going to get a response to that question, okay? And we call those crickets. And so when that happens, you have to determine whether there's actually truly a need, or someone is just saying it off the top of their head. So at this point, when you don't have a response, and maybe you just reinvite them again, and you're reinviting them again, you're reinviting them again, that's fine. I have that fun line that says, how many times do or I have found that I have to invite someone 7 to 8 times before someone actually joins my challenge group. What number are we on? Just to break the ice sometimes, because sometimes we can get caught up in that crickets and then inviting mode. So, what I would like you guys to think of is perhaps there's really not a need for this person. Let's look at their profile and let's determine, is this person on a health journey already? Are they posting pictures about their food? Are they posting, maybe they're working out already? Maybe those aren't solutions that you can help them with. However, you recognize that they're doing something for themselves. Or maybe they're posting about their day with their children and how exhausted they are, and they're making, fun jokes about it, and everybody's chiming in and going, "Oh girl, I feel ya. I hear ya. It's a hard time now." And remember, people love to be engaged in that kind of thing. That's when you say, "Hey, I've noticed something." And then you go ahead and compliment them on that. I have something to share with you. Is there something? Would you take, not is there something, would you take a few minutes of your time to look at something for me? So here's the approach here. You're complimenting them, and you're letting them know how valuable their feedback is to you based off of what you've noticed on their page. Okay, so whether it's fitness, or mama needs some time off, or somebody needs to make some extra money because they love the trips that they go on, but now they're, I don't know, whatever. They need something, right? So now maybe they haven't necessarily been responding to your questions, but now you're asking them for their feedback. Would you take a look at this and give me some of your feedback? So, for example, yesterday on our call, I mentioned I wanted to ask if you guys all knew about your third party tools. Okay, There are lots of third-party tools that we have in our back office, and I want to make sure that you guys know where those are. If you don't, go explore your Grow My Business tab, and there's a tab that says Sales and Product Information. I think that's what it says, or Team and something like that. It's basically product information, but it's also information about Team Beachbody. And find a couple of videos that are your favorite. One of my favorites about coaching is called I Am Team Beachbody. This is a third party tool, okay? This is a tool created by Team Beachbody, not necessarily created by you, that you can share with someone and say, listen, I totally love your vibe, and I'm looking for a very specific type of person. And I understand you're super busy and you may not have had time, but I would love your feedback in this and see if you fall into this category of very specific people, because, girl, I think you got it going on. Okay, and so use this third party tool and ask them permission before you give it to them. Would you mind taking a look at something? Okay, it elicits a response, and then you can share that video with them. Or if it's somebody who you know that already has a workout routine, however, you know that they would be an incredible coach, you have to compliment them and tell them why you think that they would be an amazing coach on your team. Would they be interested in taking a look at this? If it's someone who's on a wellness journey and you see them working out and they're not doing a Beachbody program, maybe they're getting out there and they're walking every day, or maybe they're getting out there and they're doing CrossFit. Maybe they're doing something different, and you're not necessarily looking to provide a solution for them, but you can ask them, hey, is what you're doing, does it come with some form of meal planning? Because again, a lot of times people they have a fitness routine, but they may not be getting results because they don't necessarily have the meal options, the nutrition plans that we're able to offer people. So again, this is where a great third party tool of To Be Mindset or Ultimate Portion Fix comes in, where we actually get to help people learn about their nutrition. We don't just tell them what to do. We give them tools and resources, but then we show them actually how to make it work for them. Okay? You do not have to be the expert, and that's what third-party tools are really good at. Some other third-party tools that we have for our team, and I use this one all the time, and I mentioned it on the call last night, are our groups. Okay? When we have a product launch, whether it's a product or a program, we have a product launch group and we have a program launch group. These are third-party tools that you have a team of people who have been around for a while. You can let folks know, listen, I have a team that I am on, and we have this group that has all the information that you need. Click here, be sure to enter your email address and let them know that I invited you, and I'll follow up with you in a couple of days. And so again, you're always giving them the option to join. You will know that they join because you will get a notification from the admins in that group that you have a prospect in there. So again, these are the different things that you can use that are wonderful in helping you get the information. Because I get it, as a new coach, you may have this complex, what's a complex theory feeling, right? Where, like you're promoting this thing that you're not necessarily, like you just literally started and you're not really sure of all the answers, and that's okay. Okay, you do not need all the answers because you have a team. And if you ever are in the middle of a conversation, we have a pod, okay, that you can go ahead and converse in, and we can help you through that conversation. Okay, so if you're struggling in a conversation with someone, um, be sure to always use that pod as well. You also have your Trello board. Your Trello board is great when you are able to have it in front of you. Now, if you didn't realize that it could be on your mobile device as well, um, make sure you have that downloaded there too. And if that's the way you work, I know for me in the very beginning, I mean, I still work full time. For me, in the very beginning, having things on my phone, I can very quickly copy and paste, were very, very, very important to me. Oh, my conversations now are a little bit more fluid, but it was very, very nice to have that uh, response available on my phone. And now with Trello, it's even in a simpler place. So, again, these are your resources and these are your tools that will allow for you to have success in your conversations. So today I have not a challenge for you, but I do have a little assignment. And that is to go into your home office and find a third party tool that you like and feel comfortable sharing. One about the opportunity and another about the products. Okay, I do want them to be from your office because we know that all the other things that we have are our team resources. But it is important for you to use these tools as well because sometimes with the right person, that's all that they need. Okay, there's a great video called Ever Feel Like This. There's also a wonderful video called I Am Team Beachbody. There's a fabulous video that talks about the total solution. And I am not positive if that one is actually in our home office. I might have to attach that one here in the comments thread because that total solution video, which I think is on Vimeo, is phenomenal. So I will make sure that if it's not in the back office, I will post it there. But what I would like for you guys to do is in this thread of this video today, I would like you to go into your office and find a third party tool that you like for the coaching opportunity and a third party tool you like as a challenger. Okay, and it could be a sample workout, remember, because again, that's like something that we get to offer people. Now, before you ever offer someone something for free, be sure that you are getting their email address, because if they don't do that workout, remember, when they do that workout, they have to create a profile, which automatically puts them in your back office. Okay, it at least puts them in your profile for a certain period of time because they have to put their email in and they have to put your coach ID number in. If they do not do that, or if they do not try and access the free workout, you don't have their email address. So be sure to ask them for their email address first, and then you provide them the information that you would like for them to give their feedback to you. So then when you ask them to do a workout or you show them about the coaching opportunity, you have something to follow up with and say, so tell me what you were most excited about when taking a look at this video or when doing that workout. Don't just ask, what do you think about that workout? Right? Because if they didn't do it, then it kind of puts them in a, ooh, I didn't do it. But if you ask them what excites them most about something, they're like, oh my gosh, is this something I should be excited about? Then I should go do this because, and then they'll come back. Even if they didn't do it, it may prompt them to go do it as opposed. I can't tell you how many times I have asked somebody what they thought about something and they're like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. right? So don't wait and follow up too long. Let folks know you're going to follow up with them in 2 days or on Wednesday or on Sunday or whatever day it works for you, and then mark that on your calendar and be sure to follow up. Don't forget. Okay, follow through with your follow ups. So, again, we have looked at a situation that the customer is feeling, needing, aspiring, struggling, whatever it is. Then we are coming up with a what if solution. What if I can help you, do this, okay? And then you're creating that conversation. Secondly, you're providing merely a level of um, need, or you're looking for a level of true need, and you're also looking for information back as to what they think after you have complicated. After you have done all of that, so what you've generally done right here is create a why, and then you're generating more interest so that when you ask again, you're going to tie in their why. Can you see how this program can help you attain the results that you want through the holidays, or maintain you having your treats through the holidays? If we could go ahead and blah, 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 blah. Just, again, you want to always tie in back to whatever their why is. So you've generated interest, and yeah, you've just got, you're keeping the momentum of that conversation at a high, as opposed to, it coming down. Okay, so we're going to constantly climb and, crescendo in our programs, in our conversations, so that finally, when you have a date, okay, now we're getting to the closing. And I'm taking you through the conversation, okay? And this isn't going to happen all in one day. This can happen over time. But when you are generating that invitation, that moment, you now have a date. You have something to flat out offer them. You can say to them and feel completely comfortable saying, "Hey, My Wellness Academy, thank you so much for all of your support. I know that you've been watching what I've been up to. Um, what excites you most about this? I'm so excited that on Monday I have my Wellness Academy starting. Are you ready to get started? Um, I can go ahead and set up some time for you to ask your questions. Would you like to get on the phone?" Whatever you feel comfortable doing in that conversation. But the bottom line is that you are now ready to ask them, are they ready? And again, no response is a response, okay? It's just a follow up. It's a not now, okay? No response is a not now. And so then you go ahead and wait until your next month. I have this girl who in the beginning was interested. Comes to find out, she has really no money. She lives month to month, paycheck to paycheck. I've offered her the coaching opportunity. She so wants the coaching opportunity, but she just can't even find the $40 to become a coach. And so there we have a mindset of, this girl has a need and she has the desire and she wants us to keep following up and keeping that conversation going because she's trying to figure it out. So merely all I do is let her know when I have something coming up every month. Because when she knows it's right for her, and when she can get through whatever it is that she's getting through, she knows exactly where to come back to. Okay? So, and then the end result is, of course, it's not the end result. You go ahead and start somebody on their journey. They follow through with their share cart, and now the real work begins, and it's important for you to get them results. Okay, so hopefully you guys all have the new Challenger. I believe it's in your Trello. The new Challenger email, or the new Challenger flyer that you can send immediately to your new folks so that they could join the challenge group, set up their profiles in BOD group so that you can ensure that you are going to help them get results. So that is all I have for today. Now I will go live again tomorrow. I have some more things for you. Um, but I wanted to take you through the conversation and the solution and the level of excitement you should be having in your conversations, because hopefully you are having a good time doing this. Hopefully you are getting results doing this. And hopefully you are in the mindset that you believe you are capable, worthy, and can change your life. And so when you have that level of excitement, it shines through in your conversations. Okay. All right, guys. So go ahead and share your favorite third party tools down in here. Um, Feel free to communicate any of your conversations in the pod so that if you have any questions, um, we can help you on the spot. And lastly, I have not heard yet from anybody in regards to reverse engineering their goal for the end of the year. So if you've thought about that from our call on Sunday, then please reach out to me. Let me know. My schedule is pretty complicated this week, but I do have pockets here and there to spend with each and every one of you. We are not a very large group, so if you have a year-end goal that you want to go ahead and reverse engineer, I am here for you and your girl. Okay, guys? Love and appreciate every one of you. I hope this was helpful. Feel free to also use the document and brain dump on there, but I can't wait to see what your favorite third-party tools are in the comments, and so that everybody else can see them too, because guess what? Your third-party tool that's your favorite may be different from someone else's, and maybe that was one that they didn't even watch fully and they like it now too. So be sure to share those. All right, guys, you have a great day.